Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 181st. Thank you so much for joining in today. We are 19 sessions away to complete our 200 sessions. This product is a byproduct of COVID 19, our lockdown. But we are regularly meeting thrice a week, every Friday, every Sunday, and every Wednesday. And most of the Fridays are taken by Toastmaster Endearing Umar. He is entertaining us with his interesting topics, some of his own personal quotes, some of the quotes from the books he reads. But I felt, and everyone actually have agreed in previous session that most of the topics, 95% topics are never repeated. And imagine more than 20 topics in every single meeting, and this is 181st meeting. What a session! For our research our topics masters do have. Ladies and gentlemen, today our topics master is Tosmas Omar Farouk, and our timer is our Honorable DTM Jesse D'Souza. Please put your hands together to welcome DTM Jesse to explain the timing mechanism. DTM Jesse, over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, good morning, guests and the Toastmasters. Today is 181st meeting. Three times a week, we are going faster than any other clubs, normal clubs, perhaps. A 2 minutes speech. And the topic is also endearing, and the table topic master is also very endearing. It will not be an enduring, DUR, session. So enjoy the session. I will be showing the background at one green background, and at 1 minute 30 seconds I will show amber or yellow background, and at 2 minutes I'll show red background, by which time try to wind off your speech and enjoy speaking. Over to you, Amjad Ali.
Thank you so much, DTM Jesse, for your usual support. Ladies and gentlemen, before I hand over our digital podium to Toastmaster Omar, I would like to thank few people, name them, who have been supporting this platform from the day the inception of this platform happened. Toastmaster Dr. Farida, Toastmaster Savita ma'am, DTM Jesse, Toastmaster Sherman, and Najla ma'am. Najla ma'am actually came back now after some time, but we still welcome because she been part of this platform very regularly. And of course, without any doubt, Toastmaster Umar Farouk. These people have made this platform a successful one, and Toastmaster Umar have been marketing a lot. Actually, not only this platform, but other Toastmaster meeting. I love his passion. And the reason is because I know what it takes, because I've been to so many countries, so many cities, so many digitally and physically. And this passion actually will help him achieve many, many goals in his life. And he's doing an amazing job. That's the reason he's known as Enduring Toastmaster. Please put your hands together to welcome our today's Topics Master, Toastmaster Umar Farouk.
Thank you, DT for such kind words, and I'm humbled. So today's word of the day is endearing. It is in my name also. I put it so you don't forget it, to use it in your speeches. And the topics will be very simple as usual, as always. And Sushant asked to go first because he will be leaving early. So let's have Sushant first. Gavalier Sushant.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Amalji.
Sushant, your topic is appear as you are or be as you appear. I'll repeat. Appear as you are or be as you appear. Sushant, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah. Appear as you are or be as you appear. Thanks, table topic master Umar Farouk. Appear as you are. That's a really true sentence. Whenever someone does good, everyone's attraction goes towards them. But that's not the point over here. What they think about them, how they wanted to be like them is the point. They might think, okay, he wins a lot because he speaks a lot. He's so confident. I wanted to be like him. But that's where we all make mistakes. Why should we be like them? There is a really good speaker, a woman speaker. While she was done speaking on the stage, One of the parents with their child, she went to them and then asked the speaker to bless her child. The speaker got confused. Why do you want me to bless your child? The mother replied, because I wanted her to speak like you. For that, the speaker told, if she speaks like me, then there'll be two me. Where is she in here? What she really means to say is that she sees that there are two herself. She's like multiplied. When she speaks the same, just like the speaker, there is no difference between her and the speaker, right? There is no individuality produced. That's what the speaker asked the mother. If she speaks like me, then where is her own individuality? The mother was amazed. And that's what even the child learned. So we don't need to be someone else to achieve something. The only trick to achieve something is to be ourselves. And I've always believed that. Though sometimes people may think, hey, I need to be like him. He's so smart. It doesn't matter. You put your own hard work, you be on your own, you appear as yourself, you'll be even smarter than him. Thank you. Over to the table topic master.
Wonderful thoughts. As a Cavalier, you are concocted a story also and delivered a wonderful message. Well done. So Dinesh is next. Dinesh.
Yes, Sumar sir.
Dinesh, your topic is you show your worth by what you seek. You show your worth by what you seek. I'll put it in the chat also.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. And good evening, everyone. Thank you much, sir. To show your worth by what you seek. It's something, a respect that cannot be, you cannot ask someone for this respect. It's just your actions that give you the respect. It's not that you can go someone and tell that, you should give the respect. It won't work that way. It should come, how you behave and, how you set what integrity, what values you have, what ethics you have. That's what make you worth it, and that's what people take you as a he's something, he's better in his own way, right? And the same way, if you have that skill, if you have that talent, you can't go to your maybe your boss or someone that that I got the skill and I definitely need this promotion or whatever hike or whatever they're going to give. It's just he has to see it, and it's just your own own value that you have to show your skills. That's it. It's not just you can ask someone to give or do something for you. So it's worth it. So what your actions make you what you really are. So yeah, that's what I can take it from the topic.
Yes, of course, our actions define what we seek, and that's how we value ourselves. So next is Savita ma'am.
Yes.
So today's topics are spiritually inclined, kind of intellectual, profound. So and very endearing. So Savita ma'am. So your topic is the cure of pain is in the pain. The cure of pain is in the pain. Savita ma'am.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Omar, and my greetings to everyone present here. The cure for pain is in the pain. Pain, we can take it as physical pain or mental pain. Physical pain can be cured by outer things like medications or some therapies. But mental pain, curing is not that easy. Curing of mental pain requires understanding of the pain, why that pain is there, where is wrong in my thinking or in something in your surroundings that this particular thing is causing pain in the mind. So if we understand the pain in our mind or insight, what is the real cause of pain, what it is which is keeping me away from this endearing life, That understanding, I think if you understand, that only cures the pain. So to know the root cause, to go to that root cause is going towards curing of the pain. I have one of my cousin. He was shattered with some of his bad experience in the life. He couldn't find out his ways to come out of that, but with somebody's help, he got some mentor, and that mentor explained him that why this thing you are going through. Don't go for the physical things, but whatever physical obstacles you have or difficulties in life are there, don't let the mind power those things. Explain those things. Life is ups and down. So you understand that, and the phases are just comes and go, comes and go. If we have that, a person has understanding, time is very temporary, whatever it is. He understood and he followed slowly followed his principles, and he cured his sickness, found that cure from that pain only. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Umar.
Wonderful thoughts, Sweeta ma'am. Well expressed. We have Najla ma'am with us. Najla ma'am wants an easy topic, huh? How hard?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure? No, I am not sure about it. Okay. So your topic is the art of knowing is knowing what to ignore. I'll repeat, the art of knowing is to knowing what to ignore. I'll put it in the chat.
Good evening, good afternoon to everybody. Sorry if my voice is interrupted sometimes. So just apology from now. The art of knowing is knowing what to ignore. That's really a talent, and it's not an easy talent because knowing what to ignore and knowing what you know and ignore what you know because of some situation or some people, that's really a twisted art and talent, I'm calling it. And it's very hard to know it. Why is that? Because to save yourself and have a peace of mind, and sometimes to save other people and save a situation that you are in, you need to do that at some point. Some people will tell me that you are involved in each and everything, but the thing that they don't know, that I'm ignoring each and everything that I am in. I'm not involved. I'm involved and I'm not involved at the same time. I'm playing that games and I'm enjoying it actually. It's really a nice thing that you ignore and you make yourself that you don't know, and oh my god, how she knows this thing, though we did not tell her. Well, I'm telling them I have everything coming to me without asking for the knowledge, without asking for the news, but yes, I'm keeping it for myself as if I don't know. If Toastmaster Amar will come and tell me something, I know already, but I will tell him, oh really? Would never happen. So that's a talent that you need to learn. I'm keeping it up as much as I can. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Amar.
Wonderful, Najla ma'am. Yes, you had to put me in the topic also. So next we have Farida ma'am. Dr. Farida, the frontliner. Dr. Farida, it's one of my favorite topics also. It doesn't matter how big the house is, it's how happy the home is. It does not matter how big the house is, it's how happy the home is. Farida ma'am.
A very good evening to my global impromptu family members. The topic that has been given to me actually rings true. It really doesn't matter how big the house is, it's how happy the home is. Ever wonder what is the maximum number of patients? Who are the type of patients who visit a psychiatrist the most? Have you ever wondered what percentage of people have what kind of homes who visit a psychologist? for assistance in mental health. However, going to the other side of the drawing board, I would like to point out that a large house or a big house does help. It does contribute to your happiness to have a swimming pool in your backyard. Of course, you will be happy if you're an owner of an estate and have a massive amount of servants at your you can sort of order them around rather than doing the cleaning by yourselves. Poverty comes with its own limitations. Poverty comes with its own misery. Poverty comes with its own hardships. We should realize that. And all those hardships, limitations, miseries, what do? They eat out of our happiness. They eat up our happiness. However, because especially being a Pakistani, I can say that at least for my kind of people, but I think this is more global, that poor people tend to find happiness in more simpler things of life. This is one way of compensating for their poverty. And those who are more affluent need more excitement and more adventures to get the same amount of happiness. This is an unfortunate truth. So I would humbly like to disagree with this endearing topic given to me by TM Umar. A large house does matter. It does contribute to a happy home, to have a nice swimming pool, a separate library, a maid's room, nice. Everybody should have their own 52-inch color TV. Everybody should have their own privacy, own nook and corner. I need my own space. Why shouldn't I get it, right? So I would humbly like to disagree with this topic. I totally disagree with this thought that overcrowding, poverty, having a small house leads to more happiness. It can lead to a lot of problems, family problems, social issues. Things are pushed under the rug and under the carpet just for the sake of keeping the namesake of the family or protecting the respect of the family. I'm sorry, TM Umar. I would humbly like to disagree with you. And this is my take for tonight. Love you all, endearing people. Thoroughly enjoying your speeches. A very good evening to all of you.
Interesting take, Dr. Farida. Yeah, but I knew you will disagree with the topic. So, but I tricked you into it. The topic did not say about a small home or something. How happy the home is. It doesn't say anything about big or small. Okay. So wonderful. Next we have Jessie ma'am. I can take you towards the end. No issues, no? Okay. So we have Sharman sir.
Yes, Sumar, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Your topic is desire makes slaves out of kings and patience makes kings out of slaves. I'll repeat, desires make slaves and patience make slaves. What does that mean, Sharman sir? I put it in the chat.
Yeah, Mr. Table Topic Master and Global Into Friends. The desire, you have to have a present desire, or some things what you do, some things do undesirable. So you have to do the desirable things, and then you can be a king out of king, yeah, for the desired things, not doing undesirable things. And also you have to have the patience. It's good actually. Sometimes haste makes waste, because you jump the gun, or you come to a conclusions. Before coming to conclusions, you have to think about how what has happened and how it has happened. And sometimes we take the wrong decisions because of the haste, without your patience. The patience is sometimes we have to have you the, if there any problem comes, you have to give the time to solution. Some the things we are having quick, we are trying to give fast solutions, but if you can have the patience till the time can give the solutions, time is giving always, I know solutions, but I know the people who had COVID. Sometimes people don't have patience. Think of sometimes when you hear enduring affection of the people, sometimes get upset because of your family member, your friend had COVID, but you had the patience. But I'm just thinking what has happened to my neighbor, the next door, the person had COVID, told me, informed me, admitted to the hospital, then had high fever, then has to admit to the national hospital because he didn't have the patience to go and take the antibiotics, I think. He died. He's 34 years. 3-4 days ago, 4 days ago, he died. My immediate neighbor. So you have to have the patience to see, because of quick decisions, he has going and admitted to the hospital without listening to the parents' advice, going and meet the family doctor and get some antibiotics. I think that's the reason. So over to you, Mr. Table Topic Master.
Interesting take, Shaman sir. Yes, it was a tricky topic, I think, maybe. I'm not sure. Monica is here with us. Monica. Monica, are you there? Monica is not there. Okay, let's move on to Naveed. Naveed, I cannot hear you. Yes, speak, please. You can speak or not.
Sorry, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Okay. So, Naveed, your topic is you must leave your ego on the doorstep before you enter love. You must leave your ego on the doorstep before you enter love. What does that mean, Naveed?
Thank you very much, Table Topic Master, TM Omar, and good evening to all of you around the world. Hope you all are fine. My topic for today is you must leave your ego on the doorstep before you enter love. And what is my take on it? Many times I remained in the situations when I literally felt that I have to step on my ego. I was reading one quotation from our Prophet, and may Allah forgive me in saying in the wrong thing. I will try to say right. It was about if you say sorry and if your worth declines, get from me in the hereafter. So whenever you are having, when you have done any mistake, you must admit it and say sorry. And saying sorry is also difficult because you have to put down your ego. And like there was a quotation from one motivational speaker that if you want to go somewhere and you find a way and the way of, and you find a door, and if the door is smaller one than your height, just put down your ego and go from the small door. Don't feel that I will feel ashamed why I am going from the smaller door. The door is there, you must go from there. And when there is a topic of love, so what I feel is that you You accept everything. Sometimes you accept everything, whatever comes from the opposite side. And that is called the giving away your ego. So this is my take on this. Thank you very much, topic master.
Wonderful, Naveed. Good thoughts. We have Adrija with us. Adrija.
Yes, Umar. I'll try. Yeah.
Adrija, your topic is a man is not old until regrets take the place of dreams. A man is not old until regrets take the place of dreams. What does that mean?
Right.
Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll give you this one. Yes, go ahead.
Place of dreams. Good evening, Toastmasters. So today the topic is a man is never old until his regrets takes place of his dreams. So something associated with it we have always heard. When we are kids, probably when we are kids, we don't have money. We have a lot of time, but then we'll not be able to travel because we don't have that enough money which is required for us to pursue all the things that we love. We might want to go to the malls, we want to buy all the stuff that's available here and there, but we don't have that amount in our hands. We'll not be doing it. Then when we become employed, when we gets into our adult phase, what happens is we have money, we have time. We don't have time, we have energy and money, but then we don't have time. So there are a lot of dreams from our childhood, from our adulthood. Every time we have had those dreams, but then because of some factor or the other, we are not able to fulfill it. Now, when you're old, you will have time, you will have money also because you have saved for so long, but then you will not have the energy to travel. So it's always, this is one perspective to it. The other one is, man is a lifelong learner. He learns every day. So there is a lot of dreams. I know personally my aunt, she's 75 years old now, but still she's learning. She has the dream of taking a doctorate or anything of that sort. She pursues all those things that comes her way. She takes up the leadership role that comes in her society, wherever it is, the association and all. And I believe she's 70 years old, but she's never old because she still have the dream of leading a team. She still has that vision that needs to be carried forward. It's always, there are two perspectives to it. It's either your energy is down, you don't have the dreams, you have the dreams, but then you're not able to, you regret not doing it. The other way is, it's all in your mind. Over to you.
Wonderful. Take on it. So we have Sarvanti ma'am.
Yes, Umar bhai.
Sarvanti ma'am, your topic is, when you start seeing your worth, you'll stop seeing people who don't. When you start seeing your worth, you'll stop seeing people who don't. I'll put it in the chat also.
As a society, I think, Umar bhai, we are so conditioned, and my friends here would probably agree in some part, is we are so conditioned to believe that our sense of self-worth is dictated by how other people perceive us. So I say, when we see a little glimpse of what we are worthy or who we are or what we stand for, what we've achieved, whether we measure it in terms of our accomplishments, our thoughts, our contributions, or our own sense of being at peace with ourselves and loving the way that we are, I think we stop worrying so much or spending our days and our lives worrying about what people think of us. So I think, if I understand it correctly, what you're saying is that when we start seeing our own worth, we stop. What was the actual, let me see. I'm on my phone, sorry. We stop seeing other people who don't. So it is not so much to ignore other people, but to to take their perspectives that have weighed us down and our sense of self-worth with a pinch of salt, if you will, right? With a small pinch of salt. We say, okay, you know, until yesterday, I thought about myself as this because Umar, Amjad, so-and-so, Naveed, Jesse, everyone thought about me as less than worthy, right? Based on their expectations. But today, I'm not going to entirely ignore them, but I would say their perception of me, I'm going to take with a pinch of salt. That's a conscious choice, Umar. I think that is really what defines who we are and how we perceive other people. So I may not entirely ignore people, but I learn over time to think of me as a little more and think of other people and their perceptions as a little less of an informant into my being. So I would say I agree with that. I don't ignore entirely, but I will start not seeing people weigh me down, tear me down, and blow me away as something that's not worth their attention. Back to you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
A wonderful thing, Savanti ma'am. And yes, of course, we have to live with that. Their perspective is their perspective. It's our choice whether we let it weigh us down or not. So that is also a one factor. Wonderful tip. So we have Sujit with us. Sujit.
Yes, tell me.
Sujit, your topic, you must empty out the dirty water before you fill the pitcher with clean. I'll repeat. You must empty out the dirty water before you fill the pitcher with clean. What does that actually mean?
Yeah, can you put in the chat?
Yes, put it in the chat.
Whenever we are filling any vessel with water, a clean water, of course we need to flush it out. It cleans out all the dirt particle is there. So metaphorically, I think you are referring to whenever kind of we approach something which positivity, we must cleanse out all the negativity which is there. We must cleanse out any kind of negative stuff which is there. Before that, one more thing which I would like to say is that whenever you kind of want to put the pitcher with clean water, make sure you put it right upside, because a lot of time when we are given thoughts or when we are given any kind of wisdom, our eyes, minds are closed, just like the vessel is kept in just a reverse order. So whenever some water is poured into it, it doesn't go into it because it is kept upside down. So it is not only important to kind of put in clean stuff, also it makes sure it is kind of, you are open to receive all the wisdom which is passed on to you. That's my take, Toastmaster Umar, back to you.
Wonderful take. You will get out of the vessel what you put in it. So depends on what you're putting in it. Huh? So let's move on to Sunita ma'am.
Good evening.
Sunita ma'am, I have a very good topic for you. An endearing topic. The topic is, yesterday is but today's memory and tomorrow is today's dream. I'll repeat. Yesterday is but today's memory and tomorrow is today's dream. I'll put it in the chat.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Umar, for that very endearing topic, and good evening to all my global impromptu family. Yesterday is but today's memory and tomorrow is today's dream. Yeah, there's no way I can go against this topic because it is the very, very factual truth about it. We have to live in the present, and tomorrow is going to be what you dream of today. So today is the day when you can learn from what the memory of yesterday. If you have made any mistakes yesterday, you learn from that memory. And tomorrow, so you do dream of a day which is going to come where you are not going to commit that mistake. So what happens with us is we always look at the rear mirror without focusing on what is in front. They tell you that in the car you have the rear mirror is very small because that's the only, the important thing is to look ahead and dream. A life without dream is worthless. So all of us have to concentrate more on the past is just a place of reference. It's not a place of residence. It's just a place of where you have learned, and today is where you put into practice all that and dream about your future. So that is why the windshield in the car is big, so that you look forward and you dream big according to the small what you have learned in the past. So you leave behind your past and just remember it's something that has happened to you, and dream big about the tomorrows that are going to come in your life. What to you, Toastmaster Umar?
A wonderful take, Sindha ma'am. And yes, past is a lesson, present is where we are learning new things, and it will become past also soon. So let's move on to Dhruv. Dhruv, are you there? Dhruv is a cavalier. Okay, so you'll take an easy topic, I believe. Okay, so what we can give you? Okay, maybe you can answer this. The easily offended are easily manipulated. The easily offended are easily manipulated. What does it mean, Dhruv? Dhruv, we cannot hear you. Huh? What happened? Is there? Okay, no issues. Meanwhile, we'll take another one or yes, he's there.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, go on.
Okay. So can I start?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Okay. The easily offended are easily manipulated. Greetings to everyone present here. I do greatly agree with this statement. Offended. It's the most common feeling in this inactive. You get offended when someone calls you, you've grown. You get offended. Did you say my height? Did you say my weight? What do you mean when I've grown? So when I say easily offended, I don't mean the type when someone comes and tells you out of the blue that, oh, you've grown more bigger. No. But it is those who take every single comment the entirely wrong way. And I, as a student, have felt plenty of my friends are the most easily offended people. You can tell them your writings are good, and they will take it to the next level, like as if you just insulted them on something so serious that it will go to a court in the International Court of Justice. They will take it to that extent. Now, easily manipulated. That is very true. Those who get easily offended take it in the entirely wrong manner. An example is stockbrokers and stock traders. When someone makes fun of them in investing in a certain stock, they start to doubt themselves. Did I do this right? Did I just invest my money in a good stock? Will it fall? Will it continue to rise? And such variations in their mind can lead to them having a drop in investment money. Since I believe taking the stock exchange and marketing people as an example, that the easily offended are the easily manipulated, and those who really succeed in life are the ones who manage to weather such comments, but instead use it to their advantage in order for them to grow and develop. Thank you very much.
Wonderful thoughts, though. You are a seasoned cavalier, I think. To Harry Potter style, huh? Good. Wonderful. So next we have Jayashri Kumar.
Thank you, but are you going to be allowing me without camera?
Yes, it's okay. No issues. If you are not able to open it, no issues.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So your topic is cruelty springs from weakness. I'll repeat, cruelty springs from weakness. What does that mean, Jayashri?
It always happens that we evaluate others around us based on our own opinion and our own understanding, mostly about ourselves. We have our own inhibitions, our own fears, and our own limitations. With those lenses, when we look at somebody else, we find a mirror reflection there. And we are constantly evaluating others because of our own weaknesses. So, the moment this happens, and because we have underestimated ourselves and we've not been kind to ourselves, we believe that the other person doesn't deserve happiness or doesn't deserve the best as well. We end up treating them wrong. We end up giving them the experiences that others treated us and handing it over to them as well. We should always ensure that we look at each person in a different perspective. As we know, the iceberg, we can only see the tip of the iceberg. 80% of what is conditioning the person, why they react in a particular manner, is all unseen. And never ever impose your weakness on someone else, and don't treat them by the yardstick that you have been or you limit yourself with. That's all for all of you. Thank you so much. And also thank you for bearing with me, because I suddenly saw this meeting and I joined you all. And it's a Friday, I've oiled my hair and I'm in no position to come. Other than I'd love to see all of you. So sorry about this.
No, it's perfectly fine. No issues at all. You spoke really well. Good
Thank
thoughts.
you.
So next we have Jay Raghuvanshi.
A very good evening.
Jay Raghuvanshi, your topic is perception shapes priorities. Priorities shape people. Perception shapes priorities. Priorities shape people. I put it in the chat. It's in the chat. Perceptions shapes priorities and priorities shape the people.
Okay. Thanks for this endearing topic. A very good evening to uh, the most endearing table topic Toastmasters and their guests. Perception shapes priorities and priorities shape people. Perception is what it's your state of mind, what you think about yourself, about people around, and the world. That's the meaning of perception. Okay, priorities are what is important to you, like something like your dreams, for example. What is more important? If you take daily routine, we start with something what is important task to finish before we do less important tasks, right? These can be our priorities. And these very most priorities, like dreams, is what shapes us, people. We all have different priorities in life, right? And that helps us to shape what we are, right? And for perception, as I told you earlier, is what we think about different environment around us. That's all I can say about this topic. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, good thoughts. You did really well. Well done. So we have with us Amy. Amy, are you there? Amy? Amy? Amy is not there? Okay, let's move on to Anurag.
Yeah, good evening.
Toastmaster Anurag, your topic is the closer I get, the more I see how far I am. The closer I get, the more I see how far I am. I'll put it in the chat.
Because of your non-sticky pan, no, it's come like this. You should have made a sticky pan. No. You said not to cook stuff in the sticky pan. My God.
Let's
It's
start.
fine. It's good actually.
Jai Shri, mute yourself. Jai Shri, mute.
So, shall I start? Thank you. So, the closer I am, what I find that I am still far from my goal. And it generally happens in our life that whatever target we have set for our life, say for example, happiness. So, happiness is not an easy thing. And what we do to get happiness is that I think for everybody, there may be some different priorities. Somebody might be getting happiness in doing some professional work, and somebody might get friendship in spending time with family and friends. So there are different kind of people in this world. And but for me, that the happiness, what is my goal, is that to spend as much time as possible with my family, with my children, so that at least I can best utilize my time. But what I see that the more I try to spend time with them, it is not always possible for me to spend time. And some moments like my office work, some other work, and so I'm not able to do that. But still, I am progressing towards that. And yes, I have miles to go. Thank you, and over to you.
Wonderful, good thoughts, good improvisation. Toastmaster Anurag. So we have Geeta with us. Geeta.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi, hello.
Geeta, your topic is the highest form of human intelligence is to observe yourself without judgment. The highest form of intelligence is to observe yourself without judgment.
Yeah, thank you so much. The highest form. Yeah, it is very, very true. We are always criticizing ourselves. Whatever we do, we are not satisfied. And we believe in what the world around us is telling about us. Whenever we try to do something new, you will find a number of people trying to pull you down. People try to bring you down, whatever way. And that's the reason we can never reach towards our goal. Unless and until you stop bothering about the world, what the people are thinking about you, you can never achieve your goal. So we have to, yeah. We are not supposed to judge ourselves. Let us be happy with whatever we are. Now, for example, I wanted to become a singer. I wanted to. But somehow, and I'll tell about this singing one, and another case I will talk about it. Once, when I was a kid, I'll come back to the singing later, but let me first talk about my dramatic. Once when I was a kid, I got an opportunity to act in a TV serial. So I went to the studio for the audition. But when I went there, I was extremely terrified seeing the lights and the cameras and the big audition room and the voice I was terrified. And as a result of which, I just gave up. I did not have faith in myself. I went that time. The only thought that was going on in my mind was, let me get out of this room, and never will I come back again in this room. So this is where I made the blunder. Had I gone again and tried, because once is never enough. Don't judge yourself. It is always important to analyze yourself. Nobody succeeds in the first go. There's no one who is always successful in the very first trial. So let us try again. It is always important to keep trying, because that was the first step. But I gave up. And if you give up, you will never reach the zenith. You'll never reach your goal. So keep trying and never underestimate yourself, no matter what happens, no matter what people say. Have faith in yourself. Self-realization and self-appreciation is also important. That is not ego. That is not pride. Learn to appreciate yourself. Thank you. Back to you, table topic master.
Oh, wonderful take. We will talk about singing later, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, Amy, are you there or not? We'll move on to then the Amy. Amy is not there, I think. So let's move on to our timer. Jessie ma'am. Who will time Jessie ma'am's speech?
I have
Savita ma'am.
Equipments on.
Okay, Savita ma'am will be timing. Okay, for Jessie ma'am, this quote is last night I watched a movie. In that there was this quote from Escape Room, the Tournament of Champions. So I thought I should use it. It's a very profound one, very good. So your topic is, to a hammer, everything is a nail. To a hammer, everything is a nail. I'll put it in the chat.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, our perception makes everything around. And if I am a hammer, I see everyone as nails. I'll tell you why. There's also a saying that robber sees everybody is a thief. A wise man sees everyone is wise. A beggar sees everybody is begging for something. It depends in which angle you see. Take for example, the hammer is an angry man. He will hammer everybody wherever he goes. Even when a person is soft spoken, also he is going to hammer him, because his nature is to hammer. His job is to hammer. He cannot do anything better other than hammer. If the hammer is a wise person, he's going to appreciate everyone and lift up the person to a higher level. If the hammer is a teacher, that job of a hammer is to teach everyone, because that is what the hammer is made for. So in my opinion, when given the hammer, if you are a hammer, everything looks like a nail, and that's how the nature of the person is also. Sometimes I go into a big preacher mode. That is because I've been preaching in the church and all in the small children. So when I talk to the elder people, I don't realize that I'm talking to the more wiser people, and I am trying to go and preach them. So to a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Jessie ma'am hammered the topic. Hammered the topic to the wall. Good, wonderful take. You understood the topic and spoke on it. So next is Amjad sir, DTM Amjad.
Yes, sir.
So DTM Amjad, your topic is suffering arises from trying to control the uncontrollable. Suffering arises from trying to control the uncontrollable. I'll put it in the chat also.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master. Suffering arises from trying to control the uncontrollable. Plan the plan with nature's plan to plan something what you have never thought to plan. That was the quote I have written some time back. If you want to make your life comfortable and heaven, plan your things as per nature's plans. We did not choose anything in our life except our thoughts, our reactions, what we are right now sharing with other people. Of course, if I resist against nature, nature is not going to compromise because I'm little part of the nature. I'm not able to control the nature. That's the reason a lot of disasters happening. Look around why this global warming is happening. Because we are playing with the nature. We're not understanding, not respecting the nature. We are trying to control the nature despite the fact we are little, very minute, minuscule part of the nature. This is where we sometimes go very far. Just being the human, we think we have conscious and we can do anything in our life. It's not possible. We have a little small control over small things. We are playing our part and then we are going to depart. This is how life works for every single person. Just let me tell you one thing. I normally visit graveyard just to understand and demean myself sometime that Amjad, this is where everyone belongs to. All these people who are right now sleeping here are dead here. They used to think world cannot be run without me, but world is running better than they thought. So better not to control the nature if you don't want to suffer, because suffering starts when only we try to make walls in our shape or in our thoughts that we can control things the way we want. Things doesn't happen the way we want. We need to be very flexible, be very humble, be very understandable that things have to be sharing. Suppose we are in the mall, everyone will look at me, I will look at other people, so we need to bear each and everyone. This is how things work. So if we are working right now, we are right now 16 people in the meeting. If I think meeting should run the way I want, it will not. I have to take everyone in kind of confidence, and the same thing happens to you. If you want to take the control of the meeting, you need to make sure take everyone in confidence, then things will happen. When we resist, we actually perish ourselves. We don't make other people suffer, but ourselves, we suffer by ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I completely agree with the statement. Suffering arises from trying to control the uncontrollable, and you are uncontrollable. Back to you.
A wonderful take, this Mr. Master Amjad. Wonderful. We have, I can see Ajay sir finally in the Friday session. He will be in Sunday and Wednesday session, but not Friday. Huh? Finally. So Ajay sir, I will give you a topic also. So your topic is traditions become our security, and when the mind is secure, it is in decay. I'll repeat, traditions become our security, and when the mind is secure, it is in decay. I'll put it in the chat also.
Oh, that's a very tricky one, Umar, as usual. And good evening to everyone on the forum. Yes, it's been a long time since I've attended on a Friday, and I I really didn't realize it was Umar, otherwise I would have logged in earlier. Sorry. Anyway, coming back to what you have said or given me a topic, tradition becomes our security. And when the mind is secure, it is in decay. Well, dear table topic master, I partly agree with this topic. I wouldn't agree fully with it. Traditions definitely do give us a sense of security because these are value systems which have been passed on by our seniors, our elders. So we start believing that there is an element of experience behind that. There is an element of some truth. I don't know how scientific or logical it may be. Sometimes they are not logical, sometimes they will not be scientific. But well, they are traditions which are passed on, and probably believing them gives us a sense of security. Now, unless until you really get a situation where you can put that tradition to test, you would never know whether it is just a belief, whether it's just a thing which we should carry, or whether it's really secure or not. So life as a journey definitely teaches you what to choose, what to keep, and what to let go. To that aspect, yes, traditions do make us secure, but then when life experiences come up, we start realizing hanging on to some traditions which don't have any value is definitely our mind to decay if we stick on too long. We have to test it out. The difference is very slight, as I always remember a beautiful line which says, not coming to on a table topics or any guidelines, the difference between religion and spirituality is very fine. Religion toes the line of beliefs, whereas spirituality toes the line of seeking. Now there's a difference. If you carry on the belief systems, you feel secure, but maybe landing yourself in a state of confusion. Whereas when you go into a little bit more openness and experiences of life, where you take spirituality as a concept, then you try to seek whether these traditions are of value, not of value. You try to find answers. And then, of course, your mind is more active, will definitely not land in decay. So as I said, I would partially agree with you, Umar. And the fact is that whatever it may be, these traditions are given to us by somebody whom we endear a lot. So we do carry that, but we should always try to seek the truth. Over to you, Umar.
Wonderful take, Ajay sir. Wonderful. So with this, I would come to the end of the table topic session. Everyone did so well. Amazing.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Omar. Really appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, who would like to give a topic to Toastmaster Omar?
Nobody. No one.
Okay, let me give one topic to you.
Okay. Revenge timer.
People don't take trips. Trips take people.
People don't take trips.
Trips take people.
That can actually, this topic can be taken in a different way. Once, so you can trip over something also, but I will take it on a journey. Sometimes the destination is what is keeping you focused towards going to that path. That is what attracts you. Because if the destination is not good, if the goal is not worth seeking, then you will not be going for it. So I always say, yeah, tie your ambitions, everything what you are doing to the goals that you have. So whatever destination you want to go to, whatever you want to achieve, that is something that will accompany you. And everything you have to filter it down. Whatever you are doing today, next week, 1 month, and whoever the people are you surrounding yourself with, are those people that are going to be with you on that trip? Are they going to be adding value to your life, to the journey that you are going on, the destination that you are going to reach? So you have to choose that circle, because they say that we are average of 5 people that we spend most time with. So who you are spending time with? So once you have decided that trip will decide who will be accompanying with you, whether you are going to travel or not, whether that journey is worthwhile or not. whether those goals need to be divided into smaller goals or not. It's all up to you how you are going to seek it, how you are going to approach this. So of course, I always agree that it's the end is what matters, and how you're going to be achieving it. So what you want to achieve in life, that is very important, and clarity of the goal. Okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. What is the top most priority that you have? That is the trip that you want to take, and that is the trip that will transform your life in a better way. Over to you, Tim.
Thank you so much for that amazing take. It was really amazing. Great.
Thank you so much, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from our timer, DTM Jesse, the timing report. DTM Jesse, over to you.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Sushant took 1 minute 45 seconds. Dinesh Reddy 1 minute 25. Savitha 2 minutes 21. Najula 1 minute 30 seconds. Dr. Farida 2 minutes 50 seconds. Sherman 2 minutes 28. Naveed 2 minutes 42 seconds. Adrija 2 minutes 25 seconds. Revanti 2 minutes 10 seconds. Sujit 1 minute 20 seconds. Sunita 1 minute 50 seconds. Dhruv 1 minute 55 seconds. Jayashri 1 minute 39 seconds. Jaya Raghuvanshi 2 minutes 17 seconds. Anurag 1 minute 14 seconds. Geeta 2 minutes 20 seconds. Jesse 1 minute 55 seconds. Amjad 3 minutes 27 seconds. Ajay 2 minutes 42 seconds. And Geeta, was it Geeta? Last one? No, after Ajay.
It was Umar.
Yes, me. I was me.
Please don't take trips. Trips take you, Umar.
Yes.
Okay, Umar, Geeta. Okay, Geeta gave to Umar. 145 seconds. Closed it before 2. Yeah.
Thank you so much, DTM Jesse. A big hand for DTM Jesse, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, let's put our hands together again once more for DTM Jesse and Toastmaster Umar for managing this 181st session of Global Impromptu Speaking. With that, Bob West in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.